Hi, Deborah.
Hey, Fred.
Hey, what are you working on?
I'm just going over all the docs you prepared for next call
Yeah.
for organizations.
Oh, yeah, I see.
It stayed pretty much the same, but we just want to be clear with orgs in terms of who's eligible or not, right? Because
Yeah.
they have to have an NEC number. They
An
have to be
NEQ
non,
number.
oh, NEQ, you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
And they have to be nonprofit.
yeah.
I'm just thinking if there's anything we should add to this. Oh, the amount of money, right? People need to know how much they're going to get, $25,000. So
Yeah,
we
that's the
put that
maximum
there.
for organizations.
Okay.
And also, they have to have in their mandate primarily be about English language arts if
Okay.
they're in the island of Montreal. But if they're outside, then they only have to have 10% of their budget dedicated to English language arts.
Really?
Yeah,
People in the regions can apply as well.
absolutely. This is for all of Quebec.
That's really cool. And what kind of projects are you looking for?
Oh, well, any project that brings together English language arts and the Francophone majority, right?
Okay.
So building bridges between those two, just like artists, but for organizations.
Can I put fees in there for admin?
Oh, absolutely. We encourage people to pay their artists what they're worth, including artists working for organizations. So, yeah, a lot of our most successful applications, they had very generous fees for their admin, because it's a crucial part that often gets overlooked.
Okay. And so comms also can be figured into that?
Absolutely, Actually, we had some grants that were all about, creating bilingual publicity, like Centaur, for instance. They created Francophone publicity to be able to reach out to the Francophone community to come see their shows, like Strawberries in January, which was a translation, right? So thanks to that, they were able to greatly increase their Francophone attendance. So that's building bridges right there. Yeah.
Question. In the grant application, did you remember to put a layer for inclusion?
Yeah.
Because, Elan's inclusion policy is really important to us.
Absolutely. So we give a priority to regional organizations, because it's harder for them in general. So they get extra points in the jury process just by being regional. And also, if they're new organizations, created in the last 5 years, or they serve primarily BIPOC audience, like a good example is we funded the West Can Performing Society.
How do I convince people who know nothing about the kind of work I do so that they can judge my work?
Well, actually, you won't have to convince people who are totally outside your field, right? Because the orgs and the artists are both judged by pod juries made up of people from the same discipline.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, you won't have a theater company being judged by visual artists, for instance. Not until the final jury, where, all the recommendations from the pods are brought together and a multidisciplinary jury is made up to decide the final grants that are awarded.
That's kind of cool. So if the pods judge the quality of the art, what is it that the final jury is looking at?
Well, they're really looking for how the project fulfills our mandate.
Okay, yeah. Right. I see you've created a budget that
Yeah.
looks really nice and simple.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so like a lot of even smaller organizations, they don't have a lot of experience creating budgets. So we thought we'd make it easy for them. There's a template, you have the revenue at the top. So that's any other revenue you might have, though you don't need any besides Trellis. And then Trellis itself, you can ask for up to 25,000 for an org. And then there it has to balance, right? With at the bottom, all your expenses. So that can include admin, staffing, equipment rental, space rental, marketing, anything that's needed to get your project out there and fulfill our mandate. So that goes in the expenses. And yeah, that's all you need. We just need to make sure it balances and it looks reasonable for what you're trying to do.
And how do I hear about the application?
Well, we're going to be putting out in October, and that's when the info session will be too. But if you can't remember that, then we do have socials, and in that social media, we'll be announcing as soon as those things come out. Like we have Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky too, and all those handles are Trellis microgrants, so we're easy to find.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've gotten my application in. The jury said, yes, I love this, we want to fund this, and Elan says, here's your money. Is that all they do?
No, we don't just give it the money to you and run, Like it's really about supporting these artists throughout the whole process. Like we do check-ins throughout the year, see how your project is doing. We ask for a report at the end so we know how it went. And we help you with promotion throughout, through our socials again. Like if you tag us, we'll always repost you. If you give us media, we'll do a dedicated post of our own. And you can email us throughout at trellismicrogrants@gmail.com, and then we'll answer any queries that you might have.
I mean, I know it's good to have photos and film and stuff to promote, but how do I get that? It's really expensive to get done.
Well, we have a lot of affordable options, So if you're in Montreal, you can come to Montreal. We have the Community Digital Arts Hub, it's an initiative of ELAN's. And you can come there and get really affordable film and video shot, and they'll help you edit it, they'll help you with all the post-production, and it'll give you some really polished media you can use to promote.
I forgot about CETA. They offer really good fees.
Yeah.
They're like the most affordable in the city. And
They're-
they do such great work.
They do, I think this is very good.
Yeah. Okay, I think you've got it. I like it. It's approved. Go ahead.
Thanks so much.
No problem.